as the nation's children went off to war. How many more rockets must I pour a barrel of oil? 100 billion spent to kill them, meanwhile millions are still left their jobless while they rob our lost civil rights as well. It's time to move on and improve on the red, white, and the blue. I'll keep it 50, are you with me? These talking points are true.
It's not too late! It's not too late! In fact, you're right on time. Welcome everybody to the greatest show in the history of mankind. This is the Dusty Smith Show, and as always, I have an amazing fucking program for you tonight. Might be a short show. I don't know, always say that, and then it never ends up being a short show. So we'll see what the fuck happens, but got a bunch of Chud Watch for you guys. Got some Trash World coming up. The usual, all Trash World, all the time. No! Unfortunately, no religious bullshit tonight. A lot of religious stuff happened this week, so what you gonna do? Gonna skip that. But as always, I'm gonna read all the super chats at halftime. Every single one of them. Or more like yourself forever and ever and ever. And the super chats coming at you at halftime. Get them in early, get them in fast, and buy my love super chats. But let's go ahead and open our hymnals to page 2 today instead of page 1, because it's time for religious bullshit written. No, goddammit, I fucked up. I fucked up already. Rewind. All right, it's time for Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Damn, I'm used to doing the religious bullshit song first. But fuck that. Tonight, Chud Watch. And if you don't know what chud is basically conservative. We point out all the bullshit they're doing, how they're destroying our whole goddamn world. Hey, we make fun of them because somebody has to. And first off, on the Chud Watch, as I've told you guys over and over again, teachers are the new enemy of conservatives. They've always been. Anti-intellectualism has always been a key part of conservatism because, as we all know, facts have a left-wing bias, and the more educated you are, the more likely you are to be empathetic, the more knowledge you have about other cultures, and so, you want to treat them like you want to be treated. It's the golden rule, and the more you're like that, the more left-wing you get, and conservatives can't fucking stand that. They want you dumb as fuck, so they can mislead you, trick you into voting against your own best interest. But now the mask is off. Now they're not even pretending to like teachers anymore. Here's Greg Gutfeld, genius comedian, quote unquote, and host of, unfortunately this is true, one of the most popular comedy shows in the world. It's on Fox News. So here he is explaining why the teachers union is the KKK now. Because sure they are.
And in the end, Greg, don't you think that COVID had a silver lining, and this is one of them?
Well, the fact that we could see what was going on.
Yes.
I'm assuming that the NEA is against school choice. Like,
yeah,
okay. Yeah. And anybody at this point who opposes school choice is protecting a destructive system that harms minorities who don't have other options.
We're against school choice because we don't want the government funneling millions and billions of dollars into religion, which is why you guys want it. Hey, if all the schools are completely non-religious, all these private schools, then sure, we can think about school choice. But religious schools have to be excluded. That's just what the Constitution says. So yeah, we oppose that. Not because we're racist, but go ahead, spin it, motherfucker.
Yep. And that makes them truly racist oppressors. The NEA is the KKK with summers off. Think about
teachers, you're the enemy. Might not want to vote for conservatives, but hey, like if you agree with them, if you think that your fellow teachers are the enemies, then go ahead. Go ahead, put your vote down for these sons of fucks, and then they're such fucking jokes. So you guys know who Jenna Ellis is? She's former Trump attorney, lost 63 lawsuits claiming the election was fraudulent. Just one of the dumbest, stupidest pieces of trash in the world. So of course, she's got to make fun of Joe Biden's nominations for the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He gave a few out this week. Gave one out to Megan Rapinoe, who was that soccer lady. She really good at the soccer. Apparently she kicks the ball good, or football, if that's what you motherfuckers want to call it. Boring's what I call it, but people seem to like that for some reason. Any sport where like the game can end 0-0 and you have to do penalty kicks, no one scores the entire fucking game. That's boring. It's boring, but okay, all right, it's the number one sport in the world. Anyway, I also gave one to Simone Biles, who is probably the greatest gymnast of all time. So of course, they're losers. Gina Ellis says, fittingly, Biden awarded his presidential medals to fellow losers, Biles and Rapano. Yeah, they're such losers, aren't they? Unlike Gina Ellis, who's fucking one of the biggest losers in the history of the judicial system. Cry more, noobs! And then, folks, been warning you over and fucking over again. This is the plan. Conservatives have been ruling us by minority forever. They've only won one popular election in the last 30 years, but they still have multiple presidencies because we have a slave-era system that was specifically designed to help slave states and to make the votes of minorities count less, which is exactly what happens with the Electoral College. We already know this. I think it's something like black votes and Latino votes are worth like 5% less because Latinas and blacks are more likely to live in places like, California, places that have larger populations. So it automatically makes their vote count less, which is racism, institutionalized racism at the highest level, basically. But anyway, they've been ruled by the minority, and they're still losing some. And they're like, fuck this. We can't stand to lose, so they're doing things like gerrymandering, which is where they redraw the districts to make sure that they can pick up more seats. And even though nationwide Republicans get far, far fewer votes percentage-wise, the Democrats do, they still get more houses because they're cheating. Well, here they are in Wisconsin, taking it a step further. They want to make voting harder. That's the whole point. Because wealthy people have easier access to voting. They have easier access to transportation. They can take off work without having to worry about it too much. Lots of reasons that old white folks are more likely to vote. So if they make it harder to vote, then they have their particular old white folks vote, and they can win even with lower minorities. So in Wisconsin, their far-right Supreme Court ruled to ban absentee ballot drop boxes. Yeah, so just make it harder to vote. Why not? Super cool. And of course, this disproportionately harms voters with disabilities, voters in rural communities, seniors, young people, and people of color. But that's the whole point, folks. If they had their way, it would be only landowners who vote. Back in the good old racist days. Not that this isn't still the good old racist days. And apparently, Boris Johnson resigned. So you guys know who Boris Johnson is? I got to admit, I'm an American, all right? Which means I don't know fucking shit about foreign governments. Fucking foreigners. Why is my goddamn lights not working? Cats, what are you doing? Hang on. Let me fix my shit now. I've already fucked my whole shit up. Now I've dropped my mouse. All right. And so, like I said, I don't know any fucking thing about foreigners, all right? I don't know what the fuck's up with the UK. They speak funny and shit, talking about tea and crumpets and have a good day, whatever the fuck it is. Speak English, motherfuckers. I don't like it. But anyway, apparently Boris Johnson is their version of Trump. He was their prime minister and shit. And dorky son of a fuck, here he is. And I've been told that this footage has been in no way altered.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Good afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, get the fuck out. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Yeah, here's the crazy part about that. I was reading about the stuff this guy resigned over. And good. He should have resigned over the things. My mic's up way low. He should have resigned over the things that he did. But I'm shocked. They actually make you resign over shit like that over in the UK? I mean, Trump does 20 times worse things every single day than this guy did. So apparently this guy took some hush money in order to renovate his apartment He had some rich donor paid for it. He lied about it. And he also had like a party when he had everybody else locked down for COVID, and he was having his own fucking COVID parties and shit. And I'm thinking, he really resigned for that? This just shows you, like, he might be the UK's version of Trump, but even the UK is not nearly as far gone as we are as far as democracy goes. At least they still sort of respect democracy over there. Trump never in any way would have resigned for anything close to this. He didn't even fucking resign when he lost the popular vote and the Electoral College. So good on you, Brit. I don't know why you guys elected that motherfucker to begin with. Just goes to show you that the UK is not just as embarrassing as the United States is, but still very embarrassing. And then on the Chud Watch, Tucker Carlson, he came back last night and he has some thoughts on mass shootings in America. And you know who's really to blame? You might be thinking, hey, mass shootings are 100% done by men. Almost exclusively young white males. So you know who's really to blame for all this? Women. Obviously, it's the fucking women's fault. They be nagging all the time. Why aren't you better? Blah, blah, blah. Toxic masculinity. It just makes sense that white guys got to go out and shoot people up because of fucking women bitching at them all the goddamn time. Let's have a listen to this super genius tell us all about it.
That. Look at Robert Bobby Crimo. Would you sell a gun to that guy? Does he seem like a nutcase? Of course he does. So,
yeah, that's why we should have red flag laws that are enforced, but the people you continuously push to be in power don't want those laws, and they also encourage law enforcement to ignore them. So, any thoughts on that?
why didn't anyone raise an alarm? Well, maybe because he didn't stand out. Maybe because there are a lot of young men in America who suddenly look and act a lot like this guy. It's not an attack, it's just true. Like Crimo, they inhabit a solitary fantasy world of social media, porn, and video games. They're high on government-endorsed weed. Smoke some more, it's good for you. They're numbed by the endless psychotropic drugs that are handed out at every school in the country by crackpots posing as counselors.
Wait a minute, they hand out drugs in schools? I need to start going to school.
And of course, they're angry. They know that their lives will not be better than their parents.
Yeah, you're right. They do know that. But why is that, Tucker? Is it because of the shit that you're helping to do? Yeah, obviously. Dude, you're part of the fucking problem. People know now, young people know that they have very little chance of actually owning houses. Like their parents could buy a house. They didn't have to go to college. They could just work a regular job 40 hours a week and have enough money to buy a house. But because of the policies you've helped put in place, we have wealth inequalities, the likes this country has never fucking seen. And now the gap is so wide, people have no chance to get ahead. The only first world nation that doesn't have socialized medicine costs $20,000 to have a fucking baby. Can't buy a car, can't buy a house. You have to rent, pay 40% of your income every fucking month to some other douchebag. Yeah, it's disheartening. But it's because of your actions and the people you support, motherfucker. God damn it, it's so frustrating. Why is this fucking light not working? This is irritating the fuck out of me. Cat, would you go on? Are you pushing on my light? Cat's right here by my light. God damn it. Fuck. Oh well, fuck it. Whatever. God damn it. It don't matter. Anyway, let's continue with the Tucker Carlson.
They'll be worse. That's all but guaranteed. They know that. They're not that stupid. And yet the authorities in their lives, mostly women, never stops lecturing them about their so-called privilege. You're male, you're privileged. Imagine that. Try to imagine an unhealthier, unhappier life than that. So a lot of young men in America are going nuts. Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you're helping this, but it's mostly women nagging at them. So, they can't really be held accountable for anything they do because of the women's. Fucking women's telling you you're toxic and shit. Just gotta shoot shit up. That's just logical. And here's Laura Ingraham out there. Let's blame anything but the problem. It's not this crazy gun nut culture. Not the fact that this fucking kid threatened to kill himself, threatened to kill his family. Cops had to become called out to seize like 40 knives he had. And then after all that, after his kid threatened to kill himself, threatened to kill his whole family, his dad co-signed for guns for him. Could it be this gun nut culture? Could it be the fact that because of wealth inequality, you can't even fucking get ahead in this world anymore, and the young people are feeling very despondent about it? Could it be any of that? Nah. What the real problem is? It's the reefer.
But instead of selling fear and division, wouldn't it be nice if we all began to focus on solutions? Don't people want solutions? I sense they do.
No, you don't
now,
want the
on the
solutions.
mass shooting in Illinois, indications are that Robert Crimo was a regular pot user. Now, one look at him, and to the untrained eye, he looks like a complete psychotic. Have you ever seen anyone looking like him? And what can regular pot use trigger in young men in particular? Psychosis and other violent personality changes. Not everyone, but a significant percentage.
Now do alcohol. Do alcohol. Look at someone who is very educated on drug use. Done quite a bit of it myself. I can 100% assure you that of the drugs that make you violent and likely to attack people, fucking alcohol is way, way, way more dangerous than weed is. Now, you may be less likely to operate guns and like vehicles on alcohol because you're just fucked up, but booze makes you mean as fuck. But yeah, let's just obfuscate, dodge, dip, pretend like shit ain't the way it is so you don't ever have to actually do anything about it. Here she is talking some more bullshit.
We're pushing for answers and accountability.
Uh-huh.
These are the eyes of some of the mass killers who've reportedly been regular pot users.
What do they have in common?
Look at them.
Look at them.
Those in politics and in the media who devote their time and energy to fear-mongering on fake issues while covering up the truth about the growing scourge of violent psychosis in our young people. They have to be called out, they have to be defeated, and then the public has to be educated.
Okay, so then how about we have universal health care, where mental health is a right for everybody, make it easy to get? How about very deep, useful drug programs to rehabilitate people? How about money for government programs? No? No, you don't actually give a shit about any of that? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
And parents, this means you need to get into the game. This means you understanding that this can happen to you, to your family, no matter how wealthy you are, how well-adjusted you are, how mature and together your children seem. It's time to call out the phonies and call in the warriors for common sense.
All right, I'm calling out the phonies, calling out you, and I got a little common sense. Let's have common sense. Drug reform laws would be good, but also gun laws would be good. Lots of things we can do, but you don't want to do any of that. Don't bullshit or bullshit. And of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene claiming it was all some kind of psyop. It was a false flag, y'all. Here's the most popular Republican congressperson just gonna pretend like it didn't even happen or something, or it was just the government did it, or who knows? Who knows? It wasn't some crazy motherfucker shooting people up. It was the government, y'all.
Now, here's what I have to say. I mean,
Right.
2 shootings on July 4th, one in a rich white neighborhood and the other at a fireworks display. It almost sounds like it's designed to persuade Republicans to go along with more gun control. I mean, after all, remember, we didn't see that happen at all the pride parades in the month of June, but as soon as we hit MAGA month, as soon as we hit the month that we're all celebrating, loving our country, we have shootings on July 4th. I mean,
imagine that.
that's, that would sound like a conspiracy theory, right?
Right.
Of course.
It is conspiracy.
But what's the definition of a right-wing conspiracy theory? Well, by the way, it's the news that's just 6 months early.
That's right. Aren't all right-wing conspiracy theories just ahead of their time? Don't we always find out 6 months down the line they were right? No, that's never happened even once. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Never can take responsibility for anything. Always gotta blame somebody else. This is why we can't have nice things in this country. And here she is, claiming that Joe Biden, who is one of the most devoted Catholics you'll ever fucking meet, like, which, not a good thing in my opinion, kind of makes him a piece of trash, but anyway, she gotta claim that, he not a Christian, y'all. He for the devil, and he gonna send the troops in a nuclear war.
Say God bless anything. He doesn't even believe in God. What does Joe Biden believe in? He doesn't even know. But he said God bless the troops because he's definitely sending them in for nuclear war. You can count on that. I don't know why we can't talk about that some more, but...
How do you send people in for nuclear war? Doesn't nuclear war like just happen to you? Don't they have like intercontinental ballistic missiles? They just fire and it comes over and lands on us? The fuck's she talking about?
That might hurt everyone's feelings in the Pentagon or the Department of Defense or, the military-industrial complex. It hurts contracts. And it also hurts possibly all that money laundering going on. What? We're around $54 billion? Is that where we are? Something like that. Oh, sorry. Got off track. Let me go back to mass shootings on July 4th. You can't even make this stuff up. Say God bless.
Unfortunately, you can't make it up. You're beyond parody. Wish you could, but you can. And Senator Ron Johnson put out a very poorly timed radio ad. He put this out right before the mass shooting that happened on July 4th. Talking about poorly aged things.
The latest mass murder in America didn't involve guns. 53 people, including 5 children, were murdered by human traffickers because Joe Biden's open border policy is facilitating the multi-billion-dollar business model of some of the most evil people on the planet. Human, sex, and drug trafficking are out of control because of Democrat governance. They have to be stopped. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
The fuck Democrat wants sex trafficking? Nobody wants that shit. Hey, maybe we had better immigration programs. Have plenty of fucking room in this goddamn country. Maybe if we just treat them like humans, where they don't have to go to mules and shit, coyotes, that's what it is. Coyotes. Maybe if we made it easier for them to get in this country. Maybe if we treated them with dignity and respect, they wouldn't have to resort to that. Maybe, no, fuck that. Let's just lock them up, throw away the key. That'll definitely help the fucking problem. And Steve Bannon! I love it when the right-wingers eat themselves. It's sexy. Steve Bannon all mad at Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan dare say, I ain't gonna have fucking Trump on my show, even though Joe Rogan shouldn't get praised for that. He's a coward. That's why he won't have him on there, because he knows he won't hold him accountable for anything. Ask him tough questions. Ain't got the balls. But Steve Bannon mad. And this one should be in the Beyond Parody, but I put it in the Chud Watch just for the hell of it. Because he gonna declare, well, let me just go ahead and play it for you, then we'll laugh.
And Spotify, you got Joe Rogan over there trash talking Trump. Oh, I don't want to give Trump any platform. But no offense, he doesn't need your platform. He doesn't need your low information voters, okay?
Literally, Trump said he loves the uneducated. He loves the poorly educated. What are you talking about? The poorly educated are Trump's base. Or according to Steve Bannon.
Trump deals with high information people. Your audience couldn't handle worm, couldn't follow it. Start talking inverted yield curve, your eyes would cross. So, don't trash talk and then take money from Spotify. And Spotify's part of the problem. Spotify put it up and made money off it.
Right. Spotify part of the problem, making money off Joe Rogan. Maybe we should cancel Spotify? I don't know. Isn't there a word for that? When you bitch about a company doing something you don't like and you want them to be punished? Cancel something? I can't even remember. But anyway, you'd love to see it. Let them fight. And then apparently today, Steve Bannon got swatted? Apparently someone falsely called a bunch of cops out to Steve Bannon's house. Here they are, yeah. Seems like a sort of an extreme response. Look at all that taxpayer money for a swatting. Apparently somebody called and said, heavy police presence centered on the block of South Northeast bound, blah, 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 blah. MPD says they're responding to a report of an individual with the mental health crisis. Well, I mean, that is Steve Bannon. He was making threats that he shot someone. No victim has been found. So I guess somebody just fucking with Steve Bannon. Hey, I do not suggest you swat people. Seems bad, but if you're going to do it to somebody, I wouldn't cry that's happened to Steve Bannon, one of the worst humans ever. And then on the Chud Watch, this bullshit going around. This is what they do, folks. They Photoshop shit or blur shit out to make Joe Biden seem like he had dementia. You guys don't even have to do this. You don't have to lie. The dude was out there today reading off a teleprompter, and he was reading like where it says, repeat the last line you read. He was like reading the stuff he wasn't supposed to read off the teleprompter. But 81 million? The man can't even place a medal on a Vietnam vet properly. So apparently they're claiming that it's on backwards. But no, it's on right. They just blurred it out so you can't fucking see. Just stupid. Why lie when the truth would work better? Don't even make no fucking sense. And Tim Pool, who we all know is on the left, giant fucking lefty Tim Pool, coming out telling everybody how maybe Ron DeSantis will save America. Sure, like all lefties. He's shilling for Ron DeSantis.
So now you've got the Trump populists, the left populists hate the Democrats and hate the Republicans, but support the Democrats because they hate the Republicans more, which is dumb. But the whole thing is just kind of it's falling apart. I actually think Ron DeSantis could probably save the country.
Totally.
But I don't know if he'll actually reform it to the degree it needs to be reformed.
It won't be extreme enough for Tim Pool.
You know what I mean?
For giant lefty Tim Pool.
He does seem to have the same sort of ability to make Trump-like changes, but without his tweets.
But I don't think he'd go as far as we need him to. I also, fair point, Ian brought this up. I don't know if Trump would drain the swamp either. He didn't do it the first time.
Yeah, he was the swamp. What are you talking about? God damn it. Shameless is their superpower.
He brought more swamp monsters, and he got rid of some of them, but brought more in.
No, he didn't.
Maybe he was getting jammed up by the Russiagate stuff, and he couldn't do it.
Uh-huh.
He might win re-election and then say, okay, now I've got one more term. I don't have to worry about the swamp, so I'm going to ignore it.
He is the swamp, you stupid son of a fucking bitch.
And if he doesn't go in there and fire everybody, then what's the point?
This guy makes millions and millions a year, folks, telling the right he's a lefty, and he's criticizing the left from the left, but has an entire right-wing fan base to give him millions of dollars. It sucks! This garbage universe we live in. Bill O'Reilly! I know you guys are going to be shocked, but he ain't dead, folks! I mean, he looks sort of dead. He looking like the Crypt Keeper these days, but he real mad at the Illinois governor who had a press conference about the Highland Park shooting. So Bill O'Reilly got to distract. He got to do whataboutism and try to change the subject. So he yelling and mad about gang violence and black folks, because of course he is.
You, JB, are not going to stop loons, and you won't stop crime, drug gangs, because they're minority gangs. That's why you won't stop them. You phony. You aid and abet this murder in Chicago every blanking day. You. Don't be sanctimonious with me.
You seem pretty sanctimonious there, Bill. Super sanctimonious, Bill. But I mean, like, literally, no one wants crime. Think they're not stopping crime because the people are minorities? No. Like, our drug laws are causing a lot of it. The extreme poverty that's put in place by racists like you, Bill O'Reilly. So, I don't know. Might look in the mirror, fucko. And then, they're so fucking useless. Here is the governor of Oklahoma. I think this, Governor Kevin Stitt. Doing an audit on the schools because, like I told you, the teachers are the enemy now. They've always been, but they're just right out with it now. Talking about how he's going to audit the schools because he's afraid they're teaching CRT. You know, the college level course that teaches about racism in our judicial branch, not taught in schools at all, but basically, like I've told you guys repeatedly, any mention of slavery, any mention of the history of racism in this country has been lumped into the CRT category so they can make sure that the kids are not taught about the history of the country anymore. I guess they can grow up to be good little fascists that think this country is much more perfect than it actually is. Do better, Oklahoma.
Hey, Oklahoma. Governor Kevin Stitt here. I want to
update
you
on me.
directly with
God damn it!
At the request of 2 Tulsa school board members, today I am calling for a special audit of Tulsa public schools and the potential mishandling of public funds. As one of the largest districts in the state, TPS received over $200 million in COVID federal relief funds. TPS also stayed closed the longest, over 300 consecutive days. Board members, parents, students, and teachers deserve to know how that money was spent. I'm also concerned that TPS may have violated state law specifically House Bill 1775, which bans public schools from teaching critical race theory. Specifically, the bill prohibits teaching that one race or sex is inherently superior to another race or sex.
That's not what it teaches. It points out the obviousness of white supremacy that some people believe, not that it's true, but that some people believe one race is superior to the other one, and they act on that belief. But admitting that those people exist is not the same as saying what their belief is true. Of course, they don't care. Logic has no bearing on any of this.
I firmly believe that not 1 cent of taxpayer money should be used to define and divide young Oklahomans by their race or sex. Let's teach students, not indoctrinate them. I have every confidence in State Auditor Cindy Byrd, who is also conducting a financial audit of the State Department of Education, which I called for.
So anyway, he says he don't want indoctrination of the kids, but that's what it's all about. It's all about the fascist, ultra-nationalist teaching that America is exceptional and erasing the bad things we've done in the past, the history of this country, but also at the same time teaching the bad things that other countries have done. So the children look at this country and compare it to other countries, and it looks supreme compared to other countries, makes ultranationalism much easier to indoctrinate the children with. Fascism, that's the goal. Always is, always has been. And that is my Chud Watch. Yeah, I got peed on. It's fucking Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda likes to come over and just fucking spray me. I gotta have her fixed, I guess. She's the only one that does that. She's the only one that pee on me. Not amazing. Sitting in my fucking show, I'm already goddamn hot. It's 95,000 degrees here in Mississippi, and there's some warm liquid on my leg, and I look down, I got cat piss on me in the middle of a fucking show. That's not what you want. Anyway, speaking of trash worlds, little section I like to call Trash World, Dumpster Fire, Hellish Trash World. And first off, on tonight's Trash World, not like it's not all Trash World all the time, but Elon Musk getting all the women's pregnant. Apparently this woman who worked for him, one of his top executives, so he just making deals. He's like, hey, if you go to the fertility clinic and get hopped up on the fertility drugs, I'll impregnate you with some twins and shit, and then I'll just give you a bunch of money to have my kids. I don't have to raise them. We don't have to be in a relationship or nothing. I just give you, this is probably what he said, I just give you like $1 billion per child. It ain't shit to me. And this blue-eyed lady was like, hell yeah, Elon, I'll have your twins. No matter how inappropriate it is that you're impregnating your top executive, I'll do it. I gotta say, like, she's pretty cute. Like, she looks kind of exotic, right? That's not racist to say, is it? From my white bread ass in Mississippi, she look kind of exotic. She cute. I guess if she wants to have Elon Musk baby, she can, but you probably shouldn't like impregnate your executive. Bad, probably, but anyway, he got like 9 kids now. Elon out there gonna repopulate the whole fucking earth just by himself. Y'all worried about the population of Mars. Start sending your kids, Elon. It'll be full of no fucking time. And then, folks, he said this stupid bullshit. Doing my best to help the underpopulation crisis. Yeah, you are doing that. A collapsing birth rate is the biggest danger civilization faces by far. No, it's not. What the fuck are you talking about? Look, eventually, the population will reach equilibrium, just like every species of animal does in their natural habitats. The population rises and falls depending on the hospitability. Hospitability. Goddamn, I can't say that word. Depending on how good the climate is that they live in, is for having kids and the kids surviving and growing up to maturity to have kids. You know, and the human beings will be exactly the same. You know, the birth rate might lower, but it'll eventually hit equilibrium. And we don't need 7 billion people on the planet. We don't need the population. Hospitability. Hard word. I can say it. So anyway, we don't need like 7 billion people. We don't need 10 billion. We need the population to explode. If it goes down a little bit, that's fine. Probably better for the environment. Habitability, that's the word I'm looking for. Habitability, hospitability, all of that. Hard words for Dusty to say. My Mississippi education. Anyway, yeah, you full of shit. It's not anywhere close to the biggest danger. And you're very much part of the reason some people aren't having kids. Exactly. Take some responsibility. The fact that people ain't having kids is because people can't afford to have it anymore. They don't have the same opportunities their parents did. And it's because of the wealth inequality in this nation. And the richest fucker in the goddamn world is a key problem. But of course, he ain't gonna take goddamn responsibility because he don't do that. That's not what the rich do in this fucking country. And then, folks, prepare your shock faces. Elon Musk pulled out of the Twitter deal. Do the shock face in 3, 2, 1. Shock face. Did you do it? That was fun. Yep. You all knew already. I've been telling you this from the very fucking beginning. He almost immediately got cold feet. He's impulsive. Elon was like, in his mind, I can tell you what Elon was thinking. He was like, oh my God, I can be the king of Twitter. Think of all the dank memes I can put out. I'll be the fucking hero. I can come back in. I can reinstate Trump. Conservatives will suck my dick all over the fucking place. I can just throw my balls around and be the big dick hero with Twitter. And then the stock market started tanking. And at the same time, he also decided to piss on his left-wing customers who are the ones most likely to buy Teslas. So not good for the Tesla stock price, which has gone down like, I don't know, 35% in the last couple months. So his fortune rapidly evaporating. So he's like, oh shit, why am I paying $44 billion for this company that's only worth about $10 billion? That seems bad, but the problem is this dumb motherfucker already signed all the contracts. They was like, hey, don't you want to look under the hood to make sure everything is legit? And he's like, nah, I'm so smart I ain't got to fucking worry about it. Yeehaw, just signing shit all over the fucking place. And then he was like, oh shit, I immediately regret this decision. And so then today he sent Twitter, I guess his lawyer did, a letter that said, we backing out. And of course, he's trying to find excuses. He's like, it's because of the bots, even though initially he was like, I'm going to get rid of the bots. That's one of the main reasons I'm taking this whole fucking place over, so I can get rid of the bots. But now he's like, no, too many bots. I didn't know about all these bots. But he just fucking making excuses. That's clear what the fuck he's doing. And so, next thing you know, Twitter's like, yeah, we gonna sue you, dude. We gonna sue you. See you in court, fucko. Because apparently he signed a contract. Now, if his financing fell through, then he would have to pay $1 billion penalty to get out of it. But his financing didn't fall through. He just has cold feet. So they can take him to court to force him to buy for the price he gave them. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe they'll renegotiate for a lower price. Maybe he'll just settle out of court with him. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm not surprised. I knew he was going to back the fuck out. I think most people are surprised because if there's one thing we know about Elon, it's that he never pulls out. Dude's got 9 kids, but he did this time. He pulled out finally. So I'm a little bit surprised. And then the conservatives on Twitter, not taking it very well. Elon was the chosen one. He was supposed to come in and bring balance to the force of Twitter. Ian Mao's wrong. The dream is dead. Oh my God, Elon. You were our last hope, Elon. He shall be Elon. Bing bong. And Ben Shapiro is, oh boy. That's all he got to say, little Ben Shapiro. That's all I thought you had in your head, Minnie. And then Tim Pool. Womp womp. Dave Rubin. Holy shit. The party really is over here. The purge is coming. Find me on Locals. Yeah, it's Dave Rubin's shitty Twitter clone that no one uses or goes to. Locals. Everybody rush to use Locals immediately. You know you wanna. And then here's another one of his old sycophants who's all disappointed as shit. Laverne Spicer, awesome name. Breaking. Elon Musk just proved to us that he's still a Democrat. No, he's not. He's supporting Ron DeSantis. He is as much of a chud as anyone has ever fucking been. But anyway, by letting us all down like they do, but making us wait for it and secretly laughing about it when it happens. If you were stupid enough to believe it was going to happen, you have not been fucking paying attention. That's all on you. You know what you should do, Laverne Spicer? You should watch this fucking show, because I've been telling everybody for months, Elon ain't gonna goddamn buy Twitter. He got the cold feet. And then, guess who's back? Back again. Dave Rubin's back. Don't tell your friends. He deleted his tweet after one fucking day. You better not pee on me again, cat. I do not want that. Go on. Go away. Take your vagina elsewhere, missy. And then, God damn it, the lights are on. So then, he deleted his tweet after one day. He made that big, go away. Would you go away? I'm about to get mad. So he deleted his tweet after one fucking day. You know, he dead named Elliot Page because he knew that would get him suspended. All you have to do is delete the fucking tweet. It's not that big of a deal, but they're trying to pretend like they're oppressed so they can cash in the cancellation bucks, which is very lucrative. But yeah, after one day, you got to go on with your booty. He's like, God damn it, cat, would you please go away? Holy shit, I'm about to get irritated. So anyway, I'm going to skip past this one. He deleted it because he's a fucking coward. I can't handle this. I do need a spray bottle. I'm ill prepared by this. And I'm so fat now. I'm so fat that my shirt keeps coming unbuttoned. That's how fucking fat I've gotten. I had problems, y'all. Dusty got fucking problems. It's like 200 degrees in here. I'm melting like a goddamn snowman. It's just all bad. Anyway, and they're so stupid with this whole Elliot Page thing. Here's Jack Piece of Shit, one of the most popular right-wing influencers. Remember what they took from us? Showing Elliot Page back when he used to present as Ellen Page. Oh my God, I can't believe that Elliot Page decided to live his life for himself instead of remain in a form he didn't feel comfortable in so that we could masturbate to him, I guess. It's just so stupid, and I agree with the serfs. When you think you own people, get a fucking AC. I have an AC, but if I turn it on, it's loud, motherfuckers. And the show seems very unprofessional, unlike now, with cat pissing on me and my belly flopping out, which is incredibly professional. Fuck all y'all. Dusty's the best. And then, on the trash world, I've been telling you guys about how eventually, in the not too distant futures, the news programs in other countries are going to start talking about how the United States is no longer a democracy. We are post-democracy in this country. And it's coming, I believe. We'll see. Especially if Trump gets reelected again. But they're already sending out warnings not to visit the United States. Here's an Amnesty International travel advisory. This is how bad it's getting. All this shit is horrible for our tourism. The Amnesty International Travel Advisory for the country of the United States of America calls on people worldwide to exercise caution and have an emergency contingency plan when traveling throughout the USA. This travel advisory is being issued in light of ongoing high levels of gun violence in the country. If you decide to travel to the United States, be extra vigilant at all times and be wary of the ubiquity of firearms among the population. Avoid places where large numbers of people gather, especially cultural events, places of worship, schools, and shopping malls. Don't go to Walmart. Don't go to 4th of July. Don't go to church. Don't go anywhere. Don't come here. Do not come here or you might get killed. Exercise increased caution when visiting local bars, nightclubs, casinos. So yeah, good job, America. Even Amnesty International is like, nah, hard pass on that fucking trash ass country. And then, good old America. Somebody paid for this. Like, that is an expensive sign that they made there. So this sign hanging, go on, get the fuck away from me. My goddamn shirt keeps unbuttoning. I gotta buy me some bigger shirts to lose some fucking weight. This is ridiculous. Need an abortion? Try the COVID vaccine. It says on this sign hanging from a fucking bridge. Yeah. Didn't a lot of women lose their babies from the COVID vaccine? They didn't? Nobody did? No evidence of it whatsoever? Huh? Well, don't let that fucking stop you. Yeah, definitely. Shithole country. Of course, Trump would never say that. And speaking of this fucking shithole country, another time to prepare your shock face. Fed reports 75% of the $800 billion Paycheck Protection Program didn't reach employees. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. They fucked us again, huh? Every single fucking time this is what happens. We end up bailing out billionaires, multimillionaires. They fleece us, and the goddamn government ain't gonna do shit about it. The little person keeps getting fucked over and goddamn over again, and the rich get fucking richer, and the whole system is designed for that to happen. You want to know why the young people are so disenfranchised? Ta-da! Here you go. It's not fucking magic. Easy to understand. But instead of actually doing anything about it, making changes for the better, this is the kind of shit they're doing instead. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey signs bill that bans close recording of law enforcement. I dare you try to film our God, man. They want to try to intimidate us, put us in jail. This is all about, if you're filming the cops, they were just going to come up to you and arrest you. Now it says close recording, but who's to say what close recording is? We've seen them multiple times run across the street and arrest people. Specifically designed so they can cover up their crimes, so we can't know what they're doing. Because for the first time in history, we have cameras everywhere, and they're finally, at least a little bit, sometimes being held accountable for shit, and they don't like that. Hell no. We are the enemy to them. Put us in prison for trying to film what the fuck they're doing and educate people on it. Can't put the spotlight on the God, man. Hell no. And last show, I talked about how Bette Midler and Macy Gray came out as TERFs and transphobes, and a couple people were like, Dusty, I think you totally misread. It's 8 feet, but like, they can just claim it's 8 feet. They literally can say it. They can just run up to you, and then you're within 8 feet of them. So it don't fucking matter. You know, not like they're actually going to do anything about it. Does Dusty even like his cats? I love my cats. I don't like them peeing on me. Would you want a cat pissing on you while you're doing a fucking live show? Hell no, you wouldn't. I don't want a cat pissing on me when I'm not doing a live show. So anyway, people are messaging me. They're like, hey, you misread the Bette Midler tweet. She apologized for it. And no, I fucking didn't. I nailed it even harder than I even thought I did. So she came out and tried to apologize for her stupid transphobic tweet. But her apology made it worse. She basically said, hey, I wasn't trying to be transphobic. I just read this article, and I thought this article was really well fucking written. And I was just talking about what the article said. Well, it was a transphobic article that basically compared treating trans women with dignity and respect to the people trying to outlaw even being trans to begin with. Conflating the two things. It was incredibly transphobic. So no, I wasn't wrong about that. I was incredibly fucking right about that. Might want to read that article that she posted. Figure out for your fucking self. And you guys know what the Georgia Guidestones are. So they're like almost like an American version of Stonehenge, but it's an American version, so it's dumb as fuck. They just magically appeared in the 80s mysteriously, and they had a bunch of principles for the guiding of future humanity. Like, one, let's maintain humanity under 500 million and perpetual balance with nature. I don't know how they come up with that number. They just pulled that the fuck out of their ass. And guide reproduction wisely. Improve fitness and diversity. That sounds like eugenics. That almost sounds like some racist shit. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. I actually like that. I'm all for the globalism. So that one's kind of on point. But anyway, apparently John Oliver did a whole section on it. And while he was investigating it, he thinks he figured out who was behind it. It was this mysterious guy who called himself Robert C. Christian, of course. But apparently they found out it was some kind of white supremacist dipshit. Yeah. Who's shocked in America a white supremacist put up a monument to eugenics? Nobody should be shocked. So then after the initial rules got put up on it, they wrote them on there in a bunch of different languages, all kinds of foreign all over the place, foreign here, foreign there, foreign fucking everywhere. I've been hearing about these bullshit Godstones for years. Alex Jones used to talk about them all the time. It was the globalists, the Illuminati put these evil things up there. They're telling us how they want to rule us and lower the population to 500 million. They're going to kill us all, said Alex Jones. And so needless to say, there have been a bunch of fear-mongering about the Georgia Godstones. Well, all it is a bunch of stupid bullshit some idiot put up. So next thing you know, Candace Taylor, gubernatorial candidate Candace Taylor, went out there and said, I'm the only candidate bold enough to stand up to the Luciferian cabal. Elect me governor of Georgia, and I will bring the satanic regime to its knees, and I will demolish the Georgia Godstones. And she put out this video to illustrate her point.
They told us what they wanted to do. Some might even say they had to get our permission to at least tell us ahead of time, even if we didn't believe them. Over 4 billion people have been injected with something that took just 9 months to create. Ask yourself why. Back in biblical times, human sacrifice was a form of demonic worship.
Isn't that literally what Jesus was, a human sacrifice?
We're still doing it in present day by killing our unborn. It's the same demons, it's the same sacrifice, it's the same sin. It's just a different time.
This is a long shot in and of itself, running for governor against an incumbent. Why are you doing this?
If we don't call things out and we don't acknowledge them and we don't take authority and take dominion over what God's given us, then
you hated dominion.
We are no better than the evil ones that put it up. We've watched as people have destroyed our history and monuments, and in their place, they have erected statues to their own God.
Oh no!
The New World Order is here.
Oh no!
And they told us it was coming.
New World Order.
It's a battle far greater than what we see in the natural. It is a war between good and evil.
That's right. She gonna demolish the Georgia Guidestone, folks. If you make her governor, she gonna tackle the really, really fucking important shit, y'all. And so then the next thing you know, Trump supporters were putting up pictures on social media of Trump holding dynamite, gonna blow up the Georgia Guidestones. Are you ready? This was a couple weeks ago, and then the next thing you know, somebody did it. Yep, here they are, blowing up the Georgia Guidestones. Clearly, some crazy Trump supporter, some crazy Republican listening to all this shit decided to go out there and blow up the Georgia Guidestones, and then after they blew them up, they demolished them all. Here's the car driving up, gonna blow up the Georgia Guidestones. And of course, Candace Taylor took full responsibility. She said, hey, I obviously went out there and I inspired this. Sorry for inspiring vandalism, bombing and shit. She didn't do that. She said God did it and it wasn't a human being that did it. Yep.
I believe vandalism is illegal. And sometimes people like to call vandalism instead of actually giving God credit because they don't know how to explain what happens when God moves. So until I see a video that shows me anything but what looked like lightning or the hand of God moving on a situation, I'm going to believe that it was God. If it was vandalism, then there's cameras everywhere. all over the place that would have picked that up, and those people should be brought to justice.
They did.
Do not put words in my mouth. I don't
put anything in your mouth.
Video footage, screenshots, and every single thing that's being said that's a lie, I'm keeping it. I believe in law and order in this country.
That's right, folks. She don't like vandalism, but it wasn't vandalism. It was good, except here's the person doing it.
This video shows the person leaving an explosive device at the structure and then running away. We've circled them for you so you can see that person going in and then running right back out a little bit later. This morning, the Elbert County District Attorney is promising to prosecute whoever caused this drastic scene here, blowing.
That's right, folks. She ain't seen no video of it, but in her defense, she hasn't looked. So, I mean, I guess that's true. Long as she doesn't look, God did it. It's Schrodinger's God, basically. That's how that shit works. So long, Godstones. We hardly knew ye. And I didn't have any religious bullshit segment tonight, so I just put this in the trash world. It's these goddamn Christians who are making money off homophobia, off violent rhetoric. They doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down every single week, and here they are again. When is the FBI going to get involved?
And we should not expect the standards or the applications from the Bible to change based on the year, based on the month. Well, I know it's an abomination, but June is Pride Month, so I'm not going to say anything inflammatory. Hey, they should all be put to death. They should all be shot in the back of the head or the front of the head. I don't really care. Multiple times in the head. Why could you say that? I don't know, because the Bible's not subject to change. And shooting homos is just an evolution of stoning. You know, throwing rocks. That's just a really fast lead rock.
Super cool Christianity, and definitely this is God's chosen warrior, because God always chooses the best of the best. Look at this evolutionary winner right here. Way to go, God. Amazing. And folks, warning, death. Death is about to happen here. Death. Don't look at this. This is death. So apparently, the former Prime Minister of Japan got murdered by an assassin who created a homemade shotgun and shot him while he was giving a speech. Let's have a look. It only sort of shows some of it. It's from a distance. So yeah, there's some crazy ass shit. Japan has no guns in it practically. They have 10 gun crimes a year. And so the dude didn't even blink, didn't even flinch when the first shot went off. Just stood there. And then he got shot again. The second shot hit him. I have another close-up angle that I could show you guys, but I'm not going to show it because why would I? I guess I won't do that. But anyway, I don't know a lot about foreign politics, but apparently this guy was not amazing. Apparently he was an ultra-nationalist, sort of a fucking fascist shithead, so I don't want him to die by assassination, but at the same time, whatever. I saw Donald Trump put out a glowing eulogy for him, which is a bad sign, in my opinion. Yeah, he died. He died. He did. Shinzo Abe? Is that how you pronounce his name? Abe? I don't know. Foreign! Yeah, very, very, very rare in Japan. But that doesn't stop the conservatives, who I've seen all over the place, using this to try to shit on the idea of reasonable gun laws. They're like, see? Japan has some of the strictest gun laws in the entire fucking universe, and someone still died. It's Laverne Spicer again. It's not Laverne. She says, how did Shinzo Abe get assassinated when guns are banned in Japan? Liberals care to explain? And so somebody explained, because you can never entirely outlaw anything, someone will always find a way, but Japan has 10 gun deaths a year. The US has 110 per day. Japan's tight gun control laws work? Yeah, obviously. To which she responds, tell that to Shinzo Abe. Yeah, it's exactly what my relatives tell me. Hey, You can still get coronavirus if you get vaccinated. Why you getting vaccinated? Because you're 20 times less likely to die, but you can still die, right? Yes, but you're 20 times less likely. If you can still die, why you getting it? Because you're fucking 20 times less likely to die. What's wrong with you? Good God, you're stupid. Shut the fuck up already. Well, this is the same bullshit. Bad argument, but that's all they fucking have. The goddamn conservatives and trash world in this country, folks. The Highland Park shooter, his dad co-signed for his guns. Like I told you earlier, he threatened to kill himself. He threatened to kill his entire family. The cops came, confiscated all his knives. So, of course, his father turns around and co-signs for him to have multiple high-powered rifles and guns. Put this motherfucker in jail, too. I know they won't, but charge him. Make examples out of these motherfuckers. If you buy your kids guns and they shoot up people, you're going to jail too. You might not want to do it, fucking idiots. But of course, his uncle went out there and said his dad was right to sign off on him being able to purchase a gun. Even with hindsight, even when they know he went out and murdered 7 people and shot 30, they're still like, we would do it again. Just, the fuck is wrong with these people? These goddamn gun nuts are just insane. They don't care. They don't care who dies. It's more important that their kid have a gun than people live. This trash fucking bullshit. And all right, folks, that's my trash world. Hope you enjoyed it. Folks, if you love my show, and you know you do, please consider helping me out on Patreon. If you click on the description of this video, there's a link to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Codcast. Shut the fuck up, Patreon. And $1 a month, whatever you can afford, all adds up. I don't make any money off the show except from super chats and through my Patreon. I don't make any money off advertising. I don't sell anything. I have not sold out to the capitalistic system in any way. 100% user supported on the show, and I'm constantly working. If I'm awake, I'm working on the show. So please consider supporting me. Chip in $1, $2, $5, whatever you can afford. I would appreciate it. And also, super chats, great way to support the show. More super chats, please. Hit the like button, everybody. Do it to it. Julian P., I like your show. I like you. So here's $20. Hey, like you back, Julian P. Thank you for supporting the show tonight. That guy named Mike, $20, made it to the live show this Friday. I missed the last one, but watch the YouTube video. I watched an old video from 4 years ago. Why was your voice so much higher than now? Longtime fan. It's because when I started doing live shows, I lowered the range of my voice to have like a smooth radio voice. So that's based. Also, like in the old videos, I was kind of playing this redneck character that was really excitable and shit. So my voice is way higher. Masturbating for cheese, just whatever. This is more like my normal talking voice when I'm not playing the redneck character. And it also is my radio voice, so that's why. Rip Georgia Guidestones. I heard that. Sinister Intelligence. What's up, Parker? Much love to you, Parker. Thank you for everything. I'm at work, so I'll look here. And I'm queer. Hey, I'm going to get used to it. Thank you, Parker. Cubic Lover, Dusty, I'll give you at least $2 a night. I'll take your $2, Cubic. The Straight Shooter, Cat Food, I need it. Appreciate it. RC Hoonigan, Trump actually answered questions from reporters. When has Biden, without a pre-screen question, he can't even speak. Oh, wait. He can't speak anyways. Biden, the worst president ever. All right, well, I disagree. I mean, Trump would sometimes answer questions, but everything was just rambling nonsense from Trump. In every possible way a human being could be better than Trump, Biden is. Though Biden is fucking horrible. See, here's the difference between Democrats and conservatives. Us Democrats, we're not cult members. We don't blindly worship fucking morons for no reason. I can't stand Biden. I hope he doesn't run again. I hope I can vote for somebody better, but when you have the bar so fucking low, which is where Trump said it. Dockies, $20. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate it. Good to see you tonight. Very generous. Get the pitchforks, $2. We're having a COVID spike. Wear masks. Yep, it didn't go away, that's for sure. $5 from Fabi. I'm all for human depopulation once we can upload into the machine and leave these metal husks. Why have kids then? Yep, I never had any. No plan on it. Not a fan. Basset Hound, $15. Thanks, Dusty, for the hard work and for sweating your ass off for us. I'm sweating. God damn it. Woo, peeing on sweating, but it's all worth it. You get to hang out with you guys. Makes it all worth it. Help you out, bro. Appreciate it, Silent Night. Thank you for your $2. Appreciate it. Urban Miles TV, $10. People like Candace and the Highland Park family are the reason why I'm not worried about nuclear war or a planet-killing asteroid. Bring on the asteroid. I'll sacrifice myself for it. Just kidding. All right, hit the like button, everybody. More super chats. We're a little out of the super chats tonight. Help me out if you're able to. I would appreciate it. But got plenty more show for you guys. We're only at halftime. Now it's time to kick it into high gear. The little section I like to call Beyond Parody. And it's all beyond parody all the time. And goddamn it, how can this be real life? Marjorie Taylor Greene retweeted this picture, which is obviously fucking photoshopped. It's a Photoshop picture of Robert Grimo reading the Holy Bible in a prison cell. How can you look at this and not immediately know it's fucking Photoshop? So, of course, she reposted it and says, the public should not allow this to continue. People are not stupid. Is he in jail or rehab or a psychiatric center in this photo? No. He's probably in front of a green screen or he's in his bedroom. It's fucking Photoshop, you doormat. This is not his bedroom. Yeah, no shit. 22 years old and 5'11" and 120 pounds is not normal or healthy. What drugs or psychiatric drugs or both does he use? What fucking drugs are you using? What kind of dope you smoking to not immediately tell this is fucking photoshopped? Holy goddamn hell. This troglodyte. And then, folks, on Beyond Parody. So apparently some new jobs numbers came out. And we've created a bunch more jobs than we thought we were going to. So, of course, Fox News has to paint it as bad. 372,000 jobs added in June. Unemployment 3.6% under America's employment crisis. It's a crisis, folks. Job gains spur concerns of rising inflation. So, yeah, if there's lots of jobs created, it's a problem. And if there wasn't a lot of jobs created, it would still be a problem. Either way, they would fearmonger about it. Nothing you can possibly do if you're a Democrat that they wouldn't twist into being negative somehow. And folks, is America okay? I'm thinking maybe not. For those of you wondering what America's like, what it's like to live in this jingoistic, ultra-nationalistic hellhole, here's 3 quick video clips. First off, let's check in on July 4th in a normal American suburb and see how it's going.
Oh, it's going to be right. You cannot stick it in the ground. It's not going to work. Who did that? You got to put it in the shoe.
So much for that car. Yay! Let's just give bombs to children. Because America, God damn it, this country's a hoot, ain't it? It's a hoot. And then, folks, speaking of America, at what point do you have to admit this is a mental illness? Imagine doing this. But you know what? They owned us. They owned us liberals. We are so owned. Look at all the ownage. They spent like $1,000 to own us so hard. Looney Tunes, that's all, folks. Joe Biden, woo, America. We're definitely totally sane and normal. Nothing to see here. Move along, folks. And one more to show you how fucking embarrassing this whole country is. Everything about this is hilarious. This video is hilarious. The song playing is hilarious. So dramatic. Christian country music. Look at this shit.
Hey God, we need some help down here.
Help us, Jesus.
The devil's been a busy man, bullying us all year.
Devil's bullying us.
He's spinning lies, made us pick a side. Now our fists are up. We're headed down a path where a mask can't save us.
Oh my God.
So Lord, I pray.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
With all my might.
Let's get on our knees in front of American flag and then drape another American flag over us and pray to God. Pray hard because the devil's bullying us. I'm just saying, I'm on the devil's side in this one. I don't even know you motherfuckers, and I want to bully you. So go, devil, go. Woo, beyond perfect. And then, folks, did you hear about this one? Apparently, Tesla has a movie mode where you can play Netflix on the main screen. But if it freezes up, you can't drive your Tesla anymore. Yeah, cool. Great design. Gary Witta says, I can't currently drive anywhere because I put the car into theater mode, Netflix, etc. on the main screen, and now it's frozen up with no way out of it. Never buying a Tesla. Absolute fucking trash. Yeah, imagine not being able to drive your car because of Netflix. Amazing design choice. And people are like, do Teslas not have a hard power cycle button somewhere in case a non-critical app locks up the panel? To which the response is, you used to be able to force a power cycle by holding down the horn button for 10 seconds, but after users complained of inexplicable system reboots during heavy traffic, they removed that functionality. That's got to be a pisser too. Imagine being stuck in traffic and hitting the horn and your whole system keep rebooting itself. Your car rebooting itself. Crazy. I ain't buying one. I suggest you don't either. Apparently, Volkswagen and Ford and all the big car companies are coming out with their own versions of EVs that actually have good quality controls. They're going to be overtaking the market share of Tesla in the next couple years. They're going to crush them. So wait and buy another car. Don't buy a fucking Tesla. Fuck Elon Musk. And Q! I'm not going to sing the Q song because I only have one Q story, but it's a good story, folks. So more proof that Ron and Jim Watkins are both behind the Q account and also are fucking morons. So how the whole Q account works is Q has a certain number that it's specific to this person. So every time they post, that identification number is after them. So you know when it's a Q post and not just someone else pretending to be Q. Same number every time. So what some troll did is they took the Q number and they just put it in the subject of their post. But idiots couldn't tell the difference between it being in the subject of their post and actually where the number is supposed to go. And they thought this person was Q. Even the guy running the site, Jim Watkins, thought it was Q. No, he didn't think it was Q. He thought it was somebody that hacked into their system. He didn't think it was Q because he's Q. He thought somebody had hacked into their system. That's how dumb he fucking is, which is further proof that he himself is Q. Because immediately he saw this post from someone who wasn't him, pretending to be Q. And he was like, oh my God, they've hacked our system. I know it's not the real Q instantly because I'm Q. So basically he fucked his whole site up trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Watkins posted a screenshot of his interaction on Telegram. I am working on it, he wrote. We are having some attacking going on. The narrative that someone had taken over the Q account soon crumbled, however, when people realized the so-called hijacker had simply copied Q's trip code. They're just putting the trip code right there with the username, the Q Origins product tweeted. It's not a Q takeover, it's just copy and paste. Jim Watkins eventually also realized that no one had actually hijacked Q. It is fake. It is not blinking. I am just stressing out, so I copied it, he wrote. Go on. It wasn't Q, so it won't go there. It's just someone putting the trip name in the field, he added, referring to aggregator site that collected Q drops. Some concluded that Watkins' reaction to the fake Q post provides further proof that he's either behind the account or working with whoever is. Which, obviously it is. We already knew it was. But more proof that Ron and Jim Watkins are behind the Q account. Way to out yourself, dumbasses. Don't even know how the fuck your own site works. Embarrassing. And then, folks, on Beyond Parody. God damn it. You can't parody these motherfuckers. So this is James Lindsay. This is the reason you're not allowed to teach slavery and the history of racism in school anymore. Because of this guy. And here's the kind of banger tweets he puts out. I'm not kidding. The entire program is based on Hegelian alchemy. They actually think they're wizards. In this case, twerking, based on black girl identity, breaks open the rules of decorum and expectation to free the divine shard of liberated nature from the confines of society. What in the hell is this Jordan Peterson bullshit? This fucking word goddamn salad. But yeah, folks, this is one of the major influencers in conservatism. This is one of the guys leading the oligarchy. Let's read another one. Another banger tweet from this goddamn clownfish. PPS, Marxist communism isn't an extension or logical conclusion of liberalism. It's a Gnostic mystery religion made of an inversion of Christianity, retooled into a form of magical alchemy, passing itself off as the science. Yep, those are all words, all right. Definitely words. Not any words that made sense, but anyway, that's why we can't teach history anymore in this goddamn ridiculous piece of shit trash country. And that's my Beyond Parody, folks. Get your super chats in, folks. Gotta read the rest of them at the end of the show. So be sure to get them in. More like yourself forever and ever. Now we're gonna move on to a section I like to call What the Fuck? And first off, on tonight's What the Fuck. Oh, Jigga, see this one. Representative Debbie Lesko, a Republican of Arizona, wants to shoot her grandchildren or something? I don't even fucking know anymore, folks.
From Arizona is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Representative Jordan. I rise in opposition to H.R. 2377. I have 5 grandchildren. I would do anything to protect my 5 grandchildren, including, as a last resort, shooting them if I had to protect the lives of my grandchildren.
Oh, wait a minute. I got questions. Wouldn't shooting your grandchildren not protect their lives? Oh, no. Look, I know she probably just misspoke or something. She's so fucking stupid, but goddamn it. These are the people ruling us. Shoot your grandchildren. Sure. All good or whatever. And then, folks, did you hear about in Louisiana where they arrested a woman who tried to rent a hitman off of the website rentahitman.com, which is a parody website. Can't make this shit up, folks. Apparently, this site gets like dozens and dozens of actionable people that they have to report to the police who get arrested and put in jail, who think this is a legit website, and they go in there to try to buy hitman. I'm just going to read you the article. It's fascinating. A Louisiana one found herself on the wrong end of an FBI sting operation after attempting to hire a contract killer via a parody website linked directly to the Bureau's Internet Crime Squad, according to a federal complaint first obtained by the Daily Beast. New Orleans resident Zandra Ellis was arrested earlier this week in a parking lot of the self-described fanciest Waffle House in America. She is the latest unlucky customer to allegedly fall prey to the satirical offerings of rentahitman.com, a website run by a California IT specialist that has already ensnared numerous others looking to have someone knocked off. Got a problem that needs resolving? The site asks archly. With over 17,985 US-based field operatives, we can find a solution that's right for you. Glowing testimonies displayed prominently on the site feature satisfied customers from across the U.S. One from Abigail P. reads, "My consolation was fast and free, and they took care of everything while I was on vacation. Highly recommended." Another from Stuart M. says, "My old grouchy landlord was a real problem and wouldn't leave my family alone. I filled out the service request form, and within days, my issue was completely resolved. Would highly recommend." In a clever play on the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, HIPAA, which protects patient-sensitive medical information, Rent-A-Hitman assures clients that their identities will remain private, as required under HIPAA, the Hitman Information Privacy and Protection Act of 1964. However, the site, which started as a joke, but has reportedly helped foil more than 150 murders since, in fact, works directly with law enforcement. What is wrong with these people? So anyway, long story short, she contacted him and she was like, I need somebody killed. Somebody that's had a baby with my baby daddy. And they're like, you sure? And she's like, yeah. And so they called the cops and had the cops set up a meeting with her. And she met with the cops. And they only charged her $1,000, which should have been a red flag right off the bat. And she was like, oh, that's a bargain. So she paid them and then got arrested. Good goddamn. How can people be this fucking stupid? But they are. It's hilarious. And folks, speaking of what the fuck, this next kid is 14 years old. What are they putting in the water? What is happening? Holy God, what is this? Hulkster? He about to lactate? 14? I'm just saying, something going on here. I don't want to call steroids, but steroids! 14-year-old, 6'1", 300-pound football player. No thanks. Not letting my kid play football. And one more, folks. Scott Adams, who is the cartoonist that writes Dilbert, decided to go public and explains his thoughts on how to handle young men who are hard to control. He says, when a young male, let's say 14 or 19, is a danger to himself and others, society gives the supporting family two options: watch people die or kill your son. Those are your only options. I chose number one and watched my stepson die. I was relieved he took no one else with him. If you think there's a third choice in which your wisdom and tough love, along with government services, fixes that broken young man, you are living in a delusion. There are no other options. You have to either murder your own son or watch him die and maybe kill others. If one more person hallucinates to me about some program where teens are kidnapped and fixed and returned to their happy parents, I might explode. No such thing exists. You have two options, only two. No help is coming, only death and suffering. Doubt. I'm just saying, dude, you're a complete fucking conservative piece of shit who I'm imagining has no empathy whatsoever, and you weren't allowed to love your stepson enough and give him what he needed. I think probably you're incredibly to blame in the situation. And instead of cheering your stepson's suicide and saying it was the only way, maybe do some self-reflection. I don't know. Weird. Super weird. Way to just throw men away. These are the same people that continuously blame women for men's problems. You're just going to throw these kids away. There's no hope for them? I call bullshit on all that. And all right, folks. That's my what the fuck. Hope you enjoyed it. And now I had done this a little while. I only have like 3 Karens. But we going to do it, folks. You know why? 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Ding. Nailed it. First off on this week's Karen Cavalcade, I don't know what the problem with this lady is. I don't know if they cut her off. I don't know why she mad, but she got the road rage and she not a very nice person. Here she is pulling up next to this car. Girls in it, and she just being rude as fuck, giving them the business. Let's have a listen.
You little fucking cunt. You think you can talk to people like that and get away with it, you little bitches? I have severe nerve pain, and I hope it happens to you someday, you little bitches.
That's not
I
nice.
could fucking cream all of you, even with all my nerve pain. You fat fucking bitch.
We're fat?
Yeah, you. You're fucking fat, and you're a fucking ugly little fucking mutt, and you have a big fucking nose.
She just got shit to say to all of them. Damn, she just laying it out there. But, I don't know. I think this is a case of the pot calling the kettle fat. That's all I know. And then, on carrots. I think this lady just must have some kind of Alzheimer's. I hate to make fun of her or something. I don't know what the deal is. Grandma Karen seems pretty entitled. She don't seem to be doing very well out in public, and maybe you shouldn't go out in public if you can't handle things better than this.
I'm calling 911. Okay, call 911 because that's you're refusing me to breathe.
Calm down, Karen.
I told you my name and my birthday. Calm down. Do it again. Calm down. Well, when I can breathe. Here. Give me your license. Give me your license. I'll pull it up. What? 9864 Levon Almanda. Levon, I can't understand you when you scream. All right.
Good Lord.
I can't tell you.
Just saying, man. You gotta calm down, Grandma. Gonna have a heart attack and die for no fucking reason. They trying to help you. Get it together. And this one does not belong in the Karens. This belongs in the Slow News Week. And one more, folks. Trash. Imagine behaving like this. Imagine all the bad life decisions. This is a Bell Fries, which I guess is a fast food place in New York City, was asking these ladies to pay $1.75 for extra sauce. And here's how these trash humans responded. Imagine behaving this way. Just, good God. They injured one of the employees. Had to get medical care. Put these people fucking under the jail. Every one of them. Life in prison. I just can't imagine what would make you behave this way. I mean, I know they're just fucking pieces of shit. They're just horrible, trashy humans. Just gutter sloths. It's just too much effort to have that much hate in your heart. You having fun now, ain't you? Have fun. You guys have so much fun. Yeah. It's hilarious, isn't it? It's hilarious. I'm sure you're going to be laughing when you're arrested. I'm sure you're going to be laughing when you have to pay fucking lots of penalties. Gonna be super funny. Enjoy yourself. Gutter trash. So, next thing you know, yeah, they got arrested. Here they are in court. What's wrong? You're not laughing anymore. Oh! What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, shut the fuck up! Dick! Not so funny now, is it? Bitch! Sorry for the gender slur, but holy shit, how can you not? What you gonna do? You already in court, dummy. You gonna get arrested again? Here's the rest of them. Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious now, isn't it? Yeah. What did we learn? You fucking idiots. Name and shame. Trash. Trash walking. Trash human walking. Yeah. They're the ones that got nothing better to do. Look who's fucking talking, morons. Name and shame these fools. And alright, that's my quick. That's my horrible Karen section for the night. I hope you enjoyed it. Moving right along, folks. I actually have a lot of heroes. I never have a lot of heroes. I got like 5 heroes tonight. What the hell? You know why? Because we're American heroes. And first up, on tonight's heroes, Linda Carter. Oh my God, I love me some Linda Carter. Linda Carter's the fucking best. She's like the anti-Bette Midler. The opposite of Macy Gray. She heard about that bullshit they were pulling, and Linda Carter got 200 likes by going public and saying, I cannot think of anything that helps women's rights less than pinning the blame on trans women. They face so much violence and scrutiny as is. Leave them alone and focus on the real war on women. It's happening in the courts and legislatures around this country. God damn it, Queen. Go off, Queen. She said it exactly right. She sounds like me. I know she don't watch the show, but if you do, love you, Linda Carter. Amazing. She Wonder Woman. The real Wonder Woman. Way better than that Gal Gadot with her Israeli war ass or whatever. Anyway. And then this one, folks. This Irish politician just lambasts the United States. And they're so on point. They're so on point. I had to play it for you guys. Watch this shit.
A woman's right to choose is a human right. Why are we so quiet about challenging the US when they threaten human rights? Some people have said in here, oh, we can't be, how dare we talk about the US? Well, we talk about everybody else. Is the US a functioning democracy? Well, let's have a look at it. It costs $2 billion to become president. They have 25% of the total prisoners in the world. They spend over $800 billion a year on arms, which is more than most of the world put together. They've been at war for 250 years since their state was formed 275 years ago. But they can't afford universal health care. They can't afford the 1.7 trillion debt forgiveness for students. They can't afford a programme for the 17 million children that go to bed hungry. Is this a functioning democracy? What's your idea of a democracy? Bernie Sanders wasn't even allowed to win the nomination for the Democrats. The Americans couldn't spell democracy.
And it's going to get worse, folks. As bad as democracy is now, it's only going to get worse. Yep, love him. That was from Spanky Weasel. What's up, Spanky? Thanks for sharing. If you guys ever see anything that you think I might need to cover on the show, be sure to publicly tag me on Twitter at CultOfDusty1. Do not DM me. I will not answer your DMs. Not because I don't like you. It's not because I'm arrogant or don't appreciate it. I just don't read DMs. There's a reason. I'm not going to get into it. But don't DM me. Publicly tag me. And it might appear on the show. And next up on the heroes, here's some real life hero shit. I don't know if you guys saw this one or not, but dude got reflexes for fucking miles. Apparently a dog about to fall off a balcony. I don't know how this guy saw it in time. I don't know how he reacted so quick. But you go, hero. So he just talking to somebody else and then, oh shit. Boom! Perfect catch. That's NFL quality shit right there. And the little dog wagging his tail like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, you almost splatted. You almost died, little dog. That dude was on it. Hero. Boom. Hell yeah. Somebody get that guy a blowjob or some shit. He deserved it. Earned it. And then, folks, on the heroes, John, what is it, Fetterman?
This is John Fetterman.
John Fetterman. Dude, looks scary as fuck, but I love him. Put out this campaign ad against Dr. Oz. And it's a really good campaign ad. Exactly the type of stuff we need to see more of from our politicians. Let's have a look.
This is John Fetterman. It's a fundamental choice that we have here. I only got involved in politics to make my town, then Pennsylvania, a better, safer place. He just moved here to run for office.
Dr. Oz moved in with his mother-in-law to qualify for the race.
Do you want someone that's all about North Jersey? Look, he's not one of us. He says he'll fight for working people. Okay. Hey, Doc Hollywood, save your money. Pennsylvania is not for sale. I'm John Fetterman, and I approve this message.
Who gonna fuck with John Fetterman? I dare you fuck with John Fetterman. Dude, I hope he wins. He should. Man, I wouldn't be surprised because it's such a goddamn trash world. Dr. Oz don't even fucking live in the state. Don't vote for him. Vote for Fetterman. Yeah, hopefully he won't have a heart attack. I don't think his health is that great. Vote for him anyway. And next up on the heroes list, Rudy Giuliani got the business. This is how these fucking traitorous sons of fuck should be treated wherever they go. No quarter for insurrectionists. Watch this guy read him the riot act.
Regardless of how you're destroying this country. And I bet you like abortion too. How many of you have? I think abortion is a right. You are absolutely fucking right.
No respect for this country. At one point you were a person. Now you're a shell. You sold your soul to the devil. You fucking fascist piece of shit. Don't you care about our country? That flag right there, it means democracy. Democracy is what it means. You fascist. Go to hell, fascist.
No, you
don't.
Go
to hell, fascist. Go to hell, you treasonous piece of shit. You treasonous piece of shit. You treasonous piece of shit.
Sorry, I give a shit about our democracy.
Do not deserve respect. Treasonous.
They don't deserve respect.
We do
Go
not
to hell, you treasonous piece of shit. Go to hell, you traitor. You fucking turncoat. You fucking turncoat. You sold your soul to the devil. You sold your...
They should never be able to leave the house without being told exactly what they are in the strongest possible terms. No cover for these fuckos. Last but not least, folks, on the heroes section, Joe Biden. Joe Biden actually made the heroes section. Now, I don't know if this gonna do shit, but at least he trying fucking something. I yelled, I said, do something, and I guess this is technically something. Joe Biden says, today I signed an executive order to protect the reproductive rights of women in the aftermath of the Supreme Court's extreme decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. It formalizes the actions I announced right after the decision and will add new measures to protect women's health. President Biden signed an executive order to protect access to abortion, including medical abortion, access to contraception, the right to emergency medical care under the law, providers and the clinics you rely on, privacy and sensitive health information, and access to accurate information. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if this will do any good, but he's trying something, I guess. I hope he will not run for president again. I hope AOC will run and maybe Bernie or something. I hope we can replace him with somebody better, but at least small golf clap for doing something, I guess. And that's my hero section, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's get right. Last chance to get your super chat, folks. We're going to do one more section. Please hit the like button. Do all of the things. Support the show. But now it's time for a little Slow News Week with Dusty Smith. Yeah! And first off, on tonight's Slow News Week with Dusty Smith, yeah! Buttgate! Now, you guys know I have to cover the most important topics that are going on in the country right now. So, obviously, I had to cover Buttgate. So, apparently, one of the big controversies on the internet now is how Bryce Dallas Howard's butt got photoshopped to be smaller for the Jurassic Park posters. Look what they took from us. How you gonna Photoshop her badunkadunk down? Why did you do that? Why? This post said, this is what they took from you. Bryce Dallas Howard's butt is so big, they had to Photoshop it down in the Jurassic Park poster. Might as well call it Jurassic Park, because they done took the ass right out. But wouldn't that sell more? Reject modernity, embrace tradition. Lordy. Look at the junk. First they came for Lola Bunny's Big Naturals. And I said nothing. For research purposes only. How is this not against the Constitution, y'all? Find the person who did this and jail them immediately. Oh my God, got a boner looking at it. Their Photoshop artists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they never stopped to think if they should. Line for the movie. I recognize that line. Wonder if the person who was assigned the job of airbrushing out Bryce Dallas Howard's monster cake ever thought about Nuremberg and how just following orders is not a valid defense. Hang them. Who did this? I just want to talk. How to snap only one specific person out of existence is what Thanos is looking up. I can't believe you motherfuckers did this. And then, folks, I tried to watch the new Jurassic Park movie the other day. Has Chris Pratt in it. But because I'd already heard about this controversy, I was so distracted the entire time I just kept trying to look at her butt. In fact, I was trying to look at everybody's butt. I was looking at Chris Pratt's butt. I was looking at the raptor's butt. Suddenly, I wanted to fuck a raptor. I don't know what the hell's going on. T-Rex. Got a cute little patootie. I couldn't concentrate on the movie. So I had to quit watching. It was bad anyway. It was a bad movie. Like, the special effects are bad. The writing's bad. Everything about that movie was terrible. Except for her junk. Anyway, yeah, it's not true. None of this turned out to be true, apparently. Apparently, the two pictures are taken a long time apart, and she gained weight for another role she did like a year after this picture was taken, where she played some kind of internet person who was getting body shamed. So she like worked out and got her badunkadunk big and shit. And so, yeah, not true. Not true. As always, Buttgate turned out to be nothing. Everybody mad about nothing. But anyway, movie terrible. That's the takeaway from all this. Movie terrible. She does look cute, though. She looks cute. Way to go there, Bryce. And next up on Slow News, we Dusty Smith. Yeehaw! Did you guys see this one? This guy on a whole nother level of biking, y'all. He in the next fucking century with this shit. Dude knows how physics work. Watch him. He like last. He last place. But they go downhill a bit. He's like, watch this shit. Watch. He got his dick on it. That gotta hurt. He got a tough ass dick. He got some good ab muscles. And then suddenly, this motherfucker a rocket. Ha ha. Losers pedaling. See ya wouldn't want to be ya. He's still going. Like Superman or some shit. He gonna catch up with the front guy. Why doesn't everybody do this? Learn from this guy. This guy obviously knows what's up. He gonna catch you. Pedal harder. Pedal harder as he does nothing but use his dick to get ahead of you. Aerodynamics, yep. Cheating with physics via wind resistance, yep. He knows how it's done. And this guy sees him and he's like, oh my God, I gotta try that shit. You don't have to try it. You got a motor, motherfucker. Just go faster. Is that working? He hurting his dick too. But go. Genius. Real man of genius. And then I like this story, folks. Trophy hunter shot dead and left on the side of the road in South Africa. Good. Apparently this guy was a real famous trophy hunter who took a lot of people on trophy hunts to kill these majestic animals for no fucking reason other than you're completely fucking evil. So he was sitting on the side of the road with road trouble over there in South Africa, and somebody pulled over and blew his fucking brains out and took his gun. So good. Yeah, I said it. Fuck that motherfucker. And then, folks, you guys see this one? This is another example of let them fight, where these two cops are screaming at each other and threatening to arrest each other. Let's have a look.
Inside the city or out here? Just right here. Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
Charges against your ignorance.
Do it, Ode.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero and there's cameras at Napa that sees me pulled out.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, boy. You a boy.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Hogwarts.
Thank you.
Mother.
Wow, how rowdy is that? The sheriff of a North Georgia county and a city police officer threatened to arrest each other in the middle of a traffic stop. The Hiawassee officer's body cam caught the heated exchange. 11 Alive Chief Investigator Brendan Keefe with a video through open records and from one of his sources in Towns County.
So basically the reason they're mad is because one guy's the sheriff, the other guy's like in the other town, and he thinks the guys coming in his jurisdiction are writing tickets. So that's basically what it's all about. It's a dick measuring contest about borders and shit of the town. So let them fight. Fuck them. And folks, I did it. I can't believe it, but I did it. I found a cool cup. I know, what the fuck? Watch this cup. Who actually understands and gets it. Every goddamn cop should be following this dude's playbook.
Affiliated with HPD? Like, is there anything to create change or to create change?
That's the main thing is conversation, right? I mean,
so are you going to take this back to your superior?
This is my favorite thing about this job, just talking to people and helping people. That's why we do this job, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be out there looking for people, robbing people and hurting people and beating women. I don't want to be here. And the majority of y'all are here exercising your rights because we live in a beautiful country where we can do that. The reason we have to be here is some people that take it too far. Right. Destroy everyone's message, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I appreciate what y'all are doing because, y'all just trying to make yourself heard and you need to be, So.
Is it okay that we be here on the sidewalk?
Yeah. All day.
Okay, awesome.
And then I can actually talk to people instead of just getting shouted at.
Yeah, that's the way it's done. Conversation. Be nice. Be respectful if you had to be there. Don't make everybody in the goddamn world hate you. Seems pretty simple. All cops are beautiful. Not really. Nope. And then, folks, are you guys tired of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial? Of course you are, but it looks like they're going to redo the whole thing. Yep. It appears there is a solid chance that Amber Heard is going to get a retrial of the whole thing, and we're going to have to do the whole goddamn thing over again. Because what happened was they sent a jury notice to these people's houses for like an 80-year-old woman who was supposed to show up for jury duty. But instead, somebody else who lived in that house who had the same name as her showed up for the jury, not the person that was supposed to be on the jury. So they had a wrong jury member on the jury, and now they're using that as a reason to give her a new retrial. They're going to, the judge is going to rule on it soon. But it seems, at least fairly likely, she might get a whole new retrial. So here we go again, folks. God damn it, the conservative accounts are going to go fucking nuts. Imagine if she gets a retrial and is found not guilty this time. Damn. Gonna be a billion chud videos about this shit everywhere. Never gonna stop hearing about it ever, ever, ever. So prepare for that. That's coming. And one more, folks, on Slow News of the Week with Dusty Smith. Yeehaw! Did you guys see this one? This guy was running from the fucking cops.
5, a harrowing standoff in Brooklyn atop elevated train tracks. A man desperate to avoid capture by police decides he's got one chance.
Don't do it!
A desperate leap onto a rooftop.
That was a big
Newsworld's
leap.
Harding has the complete story.
You don't need to hear the story. Basically, he ran from the cops. That's all you need to know. And he jumped all the way across there, and he hurt his legs. They caught him immediately. Because don't do that! Your body not capable of withstanding falls like that. They're going to catch you anyway. Bad life decision. Now you're in jail and hurt. Doubly bad. Do better, dude. And all right, cool. That's my content, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Gonna read the super chats and do a quick Q&A at the end here. But before you guys bail out, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Elizabeth, thanks. Say thank you, Elizabeth. Miss Linda Huxa. Kill it before it grows. Hell Satan. Yep, Hell Satan. I'm a fan. Sinister Intelligence, what are your thoughts on streamer Amaranth? Isn't that a gamer guy? I think he played New World, but I don't really know anything about him. Cat neuter money. Hey, I can use it. I need to neuter some of these motherfuckers. Thank you, Hero Gary Stubman. Ben Davis, $20. Hey there, Dusty. Hey there, Ben. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me tonight. Urban Mosques, $20. I have a Tesla. My screen went out when I was on a highway, but the screen is separate from the drivetrain. I was fine. Trading it in and buying a new Ford F-150 Lightning. You're nuts if you let him put you in a can and send you to Mars. Yep. Don't reward Elon anyway. Fuck that dude. Thank you, Urban. Urban says, fireworks family, I wonder who they voted for. You know, we all know. Good Without God, Hitchens was right about the threat of theocracy. Yep, Hitchens was right about a lot, except for the Iraq War. Diamond Arse says, working through sweat and piss, you rock. I'm a professional. That's what you do. Sometimes life pisses on you, and you wipe it off, and you go about your goddamn business. For the furries, love you, Dusty. Love you, Selena. Good to see you tonight. For the feline overlords, they do rule us. Thank you, Anthony Stark. Alt facts, we're here, we're queer, we're in danger. I am so sorry. I am fighting the good fight, doing what I can. Urban Mosque, people like Candace and the Highland Park family are the reason why I'm not worried about nuclear war or planet-killing asteroid. Already read that. Cool. All right. Let's do a quick Q&A with the dirty, sexy Pores. What you got to say, Pores? You get to talk to me for free. Don't got to pay me or nothing. It's easier if you, like, say my name first. Say Cult of Dusty so it highlights me. And I can say, Amaranth is a hot tub streamer. I don't know who Dusty is talking about. All right, then I don't know who the fuck that is. No idea. I don't really pay attention to the fucking streamers and shit. It's not my thing. It's not like this is my job or anything. Hitchin lost approval of Gore Vidal when he decided to support the Iraq War. Yeah, disappointed, Hitchens. Should have been hitch slapped for that. Do you think we're in a cold civil war? I don't even know what that means, but sort of. We're very separated at the moment, that's for sure. Do you still need a link to my page? Oh, yeah, I'll post it if you go ahead and go over there and post it to my Twitter. You guys can follow me at Twitter. At Cult of Dusty 1, Cult of Dusty 1, Cult of Dusty 1. Go post it right now to me and I'll tell everybody about it. Do the thing. Let's see what else. What have I been watching, folks? I have been watching The Boys, season finale of The Boys. Amazing. Hell yeah, good show. Alone. Watch The Alone. I never talked about this before. I started watching Stranger Things. I know I told you guys before I hated it because it's got a bunch of kids in it. I tried to watch it like 3 times before it didn't take. This time I finally sat down and watched it, and I'm on season 4 now, and I kind of see what the hype's about. It's got good writing and good acting and some amazing special effects and stuff. Not too bad. It's not as good as The Boys. It's not as good as Game of Thrones, but it's okay. We can't hear your AC. Please stop torturing yourself. All right, I'll turn it on. See if you guys can hear it. Here it comes. You guys hear that? You can hear it. Totally unprofessional. How much do you love me? 11. This much, Jenny Rude. Hope you're doing good. Doing great, Parker Guire. Thank you. Appreciate it. What are your favorite segments of the show? I like Beyond Parody. I think that's a good segment. The Slow News Week with Dusty Smith's good. Allows me to talk about fucking anything I find interesting. So, cool. Boom, boom. Fuck, marry, kill. Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, I would definitely, I'd fuck Joe Rogan, I guess. Because they'd probably be over with pretty quick. Kill Mark Zuckerberg and marry Elon Musk. He rich as fuck. I would just divorce him, take half his shit. Earth's population is projected to decline by mid-century due to the high aging population today. Good. Thank you for giving us informed. Hey, no problem, Tim T-Bone. Appreciate you. It's hot as balls. Yep, it is hot as balls. In Florida, it's hot as balls, Mississippi too. I have headphones and cannot hear it. All right, fine. Stay cool. I will. Have you seen Boss Level with Frank Grillo? I have not seen it. I'll have to look that up. Thank you. It's on right now. It's on. You can hear it. It's on. You can hear it. God damn it, that is loud. I'm kidding. Can't hear it. Shh. It drives me crazy because I want the show to be professional and shit with my cat piss and all. So, it's still the 90s in Memphis. Yeah, it's 86 here now, I guess, but it's been 95 plus all fucking day to day. Any new super chats pop up? No new super chats. All right. Any more final questions for Dusty Smith? Can't hear it. Well, that's good. Ever think of an after show? Yeah, sometimes I want to do. Sometimes I think about it, but like, I work hard enough as it is, and like, it's kind of hard to explain. But when you're talking as fast as I am, and you're doing a live show like this for 2 hours, it's exhausting. It's hard to. I don't know how people stream for like 12 hours. I mean, I know they don't talk as fast as I do, and the show's not as fast as mine is, and they don't cover as many topics. But I get fucking tired. Do you get snow? Only very, very rarely. Once every 5 years, I might get a little snow. Dustin, we love you. Love you back. Orange 5000. How do you get rid of the smell of cat pee in your house? Well, it's still probably, I get used to it, so I probably don't smell as much as other people do, but I do have in the other room an industrial filter that's used to filter out weed smells in grow houses. And so it's like this big carbon thing, looks like a jet engine. So that helps. Ever watch Philosophy Tube? I have not watched her in a long time. The lady running for governor sounded like a poo pie eating lady from The Help. Yeah, nutty. Do you like Colombian line dancing? Not familiar with it, but yeah, I like dancing, so I probably like it. I hope Katie Porter and her whiteboard run for president. Yeah, I like Katie Porter. Katie Porter, AOC maybe? That would be a good combo. I'd like to see that happen. Anything else? All right. That's my content, folks. That's my show. I sure do fucking appreciate you guys joining me. I would do a kitty party, but everybody's hot. All the cats are passed out. That don't mean bother them, so I guess I'm just going to go ahead and call it a night. Folks, I do this show every Monday and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you know the show's on. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook so you guys know when I'm doing the show. Tell your friends, leave comments, do everything, help me out. Become a patron. That's also very good. Patreon.com/Codcast. The link in the description of the video. Please sign up for my Patreon. Help me out. I work hard. Support the art you enjoy so it doesn't disappear. I will see you guys on Monday. It'll be here before you know it. You motherfuckers have a good weekend. Do something fun and think about me. I love the shit out of you guys. I will see you soon. And as always, logic. Fuck yes. And all right, a little talking points to play us out with. I will see you guys on a Monday. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Makes me like a meal piece of my time. Peace for our children. Understand? I'm gonna do my part. So listen up.
Don't you know it's time to be free? Won't you lend a hand? Won't you show the world your outrage? Won't you take a stand? I call my racist cause it just can't face this. Everyone seems so blind. I call my racist cause it just can't face this. Every child's been left behind. All the rights will soon be gone. All the rights can soon be gone. Civil rights just don't belong. Treated like some political pawns. So don't pretend that it is all fine. There's your man up on the unemployed line. Why your job gets reassigned? Some Malaysian kid who's just pushing 9. I'm a man of many talents. So let me break it down all fair and balanced. I hold on the roof right off this joint cause I'm busting out my talking points.
First they plan and then they lied about the WMDs. Then they drop off your dads and moms and many more Iraqis. Then they vacationed as the nation's children went off to war. How many more of our kids must die for a barrel of oil? 100 billion spent to kill them. Meanwhile millions are still left here jobless while they rob our lost civil rights as well. It's time to move on and improve on the red, white, and the blue. I'll keep it 50, are you with me? These talking points are true.
When it's time to judge my soul, when it's time to pay that toll, I know that at least those one who stood for peace. And I know that on that day, when I finally have my say, the world will hear me. Cause I'm gonna shout it, gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a change. First they plan and then they lied about the WMDs. Then they drop off your dads and moms and many more Iraqis. Then they vacationed as the nation's children went off to war. How many more of our kids must die for a barrel of oil? 100 billion spent to kill them. Meanwhile millions are still left here jobless while they rob our lost civil rights as well. It's time to move on and improve on the red, white, and the blue. I'll keep it 50, are you with me? These talking points are true. Spin the words like a top. I call them a lie cause it just never dies. Spewing their propaganda and I stop. Every day it's a simple song. We're the right and you're the wrong. But never fear, we will fight on. We'll keep speaking truth until you're gone. In the end, one thing is true. We're the ones looking out for you. I hope roll the roof right off this joint cause I'm busting out my talking points. When it's time to judge my soul, when it's time to pay that toll, I know that at least there was one who stood for peace. And I know that on that day, when I finally have my say, the world will hear me. Cause I'm gonna shout it, gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we love each other, we can make a
change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we help each other, we can make a change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we help each other, we can make a change. Gonna tell my mother, gonna tell my brother, if we help each other, we can make a change.